to put more effort into it.
We did it, Headmaster. Oh, Headmaster? Oh. Whoa. Headmaster, are you all right? Karen, the Headmaster just fell over. He's not moving.
It's true then.
What? What's wrong with him?
I heard rumors that the Headmaster suffers from ICS.
ICS? What's that?
Instant Crash Syndrome. It happens to casts near the age of 200. It comes on suddenly, without warning. Just causes their systems to shut down.
But what do we do?
Leave him for now. We've got to move. And there's nothing we can really do for him. Huh? It's gas!
Karen? Karen!
What? What happened?
Karen must be in danger. Take care of the Headmaster.
I will. Be careful.
Don't worry, I'll be fine! Who are you?
A guardian who actually lives up to the reputation.
You're the leader of these rogues?
Right on the first try. Name's Alfort Tylor, captain of the Landeel.
Ethan Weber of the Guardians, captain of myself.
You really want to fight me? Perhaps you should reconsider.
We'll see about that.
It would be a shame to kill you now. You hold so much promise. Perhaps we'll fight again.
Tylor! I've gathered the idiot brothers.
Good work. I'm all done here. Lower the rope.
Aye, sir!
Hold on. What did you do with Karen?
Don't worry, she's just taking a nice little nap.
Lena never kills unless it's truly necessary.
Huh?
Perhaps we shall meet again, Ethan.
Tylor! Look! It's a Peru police patrol ship.
They're faster than I thought. All right, we're leaving.
Aye, aye.
Karen! Talk to me, Karen! Karen!
Ethan,
You're okay.
the gas knocked me out. I'm sorry, I should have been more alert. They kidnapped some people and ran off with the cargo.
It's not your fault. Those weren't your average run-of-the-mill rogues. I don't get it. What's so funny?
I'm sorry. It's just that I never thought that you would be the one comforting me.
Karen, I don't need comforting now. Not with muscles like these. Huh?
Well, we meet again.
Magashi.
How can you sit there laughing when you just let all the cargo get stolen?
Hey man, you need to get off our case. We were outnumbered and outmatched. There wasn't anything we could do.
Enough of your excuses. Standing by while rogues steal our research materials.
What is your problem, Magashi? It's not as if we didn't try to stop them. It's my fault for not realizing how strong they'd be. The Guardians are doing everything we can to help you.
Don't make me laugh. The Guardians are nothing but a bunch of idiots who are always getting in the way!
Ethan, you okay?
The next time you interfere will be your last.
Well, that was a disaster. The rogues got away with half the cargo. It's probably a good thing the headmaster is asleep. Otherwise, I'm sure we'd be getting an earful.
The Tylor clan are the toughest rogues I've ever seen. I don't know if there's any way to beat them.
Did you see that guy, Tylor? His skills were very impressive. I'll tell you one thing, though, man. I need to get a lot stronger before I face him again.
Yeah.
Excellent! Use those feelings.
Headmaster! You're awake!
It is only through your failures that you may truly know yourselves. Failure is strength, you see. It is the seed which causes all of us to grow.
Well then, I'll be growing much stronger.
And I will too, sir.
Good, good. How about we start training right now? I know of a rigorous training course nearby.
Headmaster Nav. He's the toughest in the galaxy.
Huh? Oh, no. I promised my sister I would come over.
Changing your mind already?
Yeah, me too. I have a date tonight.
Well, what's wrong with you two? What happened to getting stronger? That's it. Demerits!
Oh, come on!
Standing still, I look to the sky. I want to see your tomorrow. Let my soul stay in your heart. If our destiny comes to rule, I am with you, always with you, even when you forget your smile. Words I say, keep them in your heart forever and ever. I'm
Ethan and his companions fly down to New Days, the second planet in the Graal system. In Otoku City, center of the communion of Graal, Ethan again meets the Divine Maiden. What secrets of Karen's past will be revealed? Next time on Phantasy Star Universe, the Divine Maiden.